The night that changed everything forever. He never imagined that one wrong step in the darkness of the night would drag him into a world he could never escape. A single choice, a single temptation, and everything he knew about life, wealth, and fear would change. There was a man, poor and desperate. He had an insatiable desire to make money. Sometimes he washed dishes at a hotel. Sometimes he worked as a laborer. Sometimes he took short-term jobs. At the end of every month, his earnings barely covered his expenses. Life was moving forward, but he felt stuck, unable to get ahead. One night, returning home late, he passed by a cemetery. The darkness and silence filled him with unease. He noticed a few people standing there, digging graves. At first, he thought perhaps someone he knew had passed away. As he crept closer, he saw them pulling bones from graves and taking them away. His heart pounded. His conscience screamed, "This is wrong. It's against humanity." He initially resisted and thought of reporting them to the police. But one of the gang members tempted him. "Join us and your life will change. Otherwise, you'll remain poor forever. Nothing will improve." The next day, he wrestled with two conflicting thoughts. His conscience said this was wrong. His greed said this was the only way forward. Confused and desperate, he chose wealth. He joined the gang, dug graves himself, pulled out bones, and started selling and smuggling them. Within a few months, he became a millionaire. He left his city and expanded his business to another town. Small towns worked for him, digging graves, extracting bones, and smuggling them. He became so wealthy that he got married, had children, and life began to seem normal on the surface. One day, from his old city, a skeletal frame arrived. He sold the bones from it. A week later, strange occurrences began in his home. At night, voices called him, a woman's voice scolding him. She said, "You didn't even spare your mother, and you sold my bones too." Terrifying sounds echoed through the house. Lights flickered, and strange movements occurred. Even doctors could find no solution. Months passed like this. He couldn't focus on work. His wife asked him, "Share it with me. Why are you so disturbed? What's happening?" Finally, he confessed everything. He had lied about running an import-export business. In reality, he had been involved in illegal activities, selling bones from graves. His wife, shocked, said, "You must accept this, testify before the police, and hand yourself over to the law." He obeyed his wife's advice. He first distributed all the money he had earned illegally among the poor. Then, he confessed the entire crime to the police. Because he admitted his wrongdoing, he received the minimum sentence, 3 years in prison. During this time, his wife learned sewing, started her own small business, and when he returned, they both worked together honestly. Now, they earned lawfully, living a life of respect and peace. Money was modest, but their life was full of tranquility and dignity. Moral of the story: money earned through illegal or immoral means never brings peace. It can ruin families, harm children, and sometimes destroy the mind. Honest work may be modest, but it guarantees respect, safety, and inner peace.